Okay, we've gone over sleeping, shelter, clothes, cooking. All that's left is food, water, and then what I call my miscellaneous junk drawer. Okay, so food and water, pretty self-explanatory. I use 2-liter platy bottle, 1-liter platy bottle, 20-ounce bottle here that clips onto my shoulder strap. For water treatment, I use the chlorine dioxide formula, either tabs or the drops from Aquamira. Now, the drops in the recommended strength on here, in my personal opinion, don't kill viruses, but they kill bacteria, protozoa cysts, all the common stuff like Giardia and crypto. We don't have to usually worry about viruses in our water too much in the U.S. So that's what I use. If I want to really be safe, then I go with chlorine dioxide tabs with the recommended strength, following the instructions. They're quite a bit more expensive. Right now, I don't have a filter, so sometimes when my water has floaties in it, if it does, then I'll use this coffee strainer to get out the floaties. Now, that's not really going to get out the muddy, dirty pond type water and the sediments. I'm just going to have to live with that in my current system, which I do. Most of my water sources are relatively clean. Hygiene, I have a nano pack towel size medium and a 1-ounce bottle of Dr. Bronner's. I use the baby version, which is unscented and milder. I find the regular version pretty strong, and I don't like the scents, and it's awfully oily. Now, this doesn't suds up quite as much, but it still works. It's soap. Bear bag, hanging, food hanging. This is a little canvas bag, and of course in here I got a carabiner and some rope, 50 feet of rope. Research Pacific Crest Trial PCT bear bag method, and you'll see how that works. The one thing I don't always see is this little sack here that you put some rocks or dirt in that you use to add some weight to throw it over the limb. So that's that. This is about 1.5 to 2 days of food, 4 pounds of food. Trying to go gluten-free just because it's easier to watch what I eat, losing a little bit of weight. Don't have any medical reason to do it, but I use things like almond butter, corn tortillas, and then of course all the standard tuna and all those kinds of things. Rice, a lot of rice. Seasonings, I do use olive oil, so I got 6 ounces of olive oil in there. I find that makes things taste a lot better, good in calorie, and I think a little bit better for you. Headlamp, this is the Ozark or Walmart headlamp. It's 3 levels, $12 in the store, $7 online. It's a great thing. It uses the red lights there. I used that to hike last night with the dog in the middle of the dark. Now, it was a trail I was pretty familiar with, so I kind of knew where to look and where to go, but the dog followed the trail. We were just fine. One bad thing about this lamp is it's easy to turn on in your pack. I mean, you just tap that and it goes on. So you have to reverse a battery. It uses 3 AAA batteries. So that's the way we do that. So that's all the system there. Now, this is my 1-gallon junk drawer bag right here. So I'm going to go through this. It has my first aid and cleaning and all that kind of stuff. First aid kit, pretty minimal. Might get a little criticism on that. That's okay. This is what I use. This is what works for me. A roll of athletic tape can be used for all kinds of things. I use it for blisters and taping stuff up. I think it's good stuff. 2 2x2 gauze pads. Here is a Tyvek triangular bandage from REI. Now, the way I use this is if I got a bad cut or something, I make a field expedient sanitary surface using this. And I also carry along a little spray bottle here with some wet ones. And in here is a little bleach solution. So working in the restaurant industry, wash, rinse, sanitize. Sanitize in tepid bleach water. So I'll clean the surface that I'm working on. So not using the picnic table or anything that's got a ton of bacteria. If I'm cut wide open, just spray that down on the surface. Again, assuming I have time to do things right, clean it off, whatever. I can clean this off. What I use is these bleach tablets. Now, this is not for water purification. This is for cleaning surfaces. So I have a couple of those tablets in here that I'll just crush up and powder up and put it in here. If it's freezing, that's of course a problem. I don't want that's water. I don't want it to get frozen. So that's kind of a weird thing there. Nitrile gloves. triple antibiotic ointment. That's it. That's my whole first aid kit. Not much to it. And of course I have some ibuprofen here too. So that's the whole system right there. This whole thing, this whole bag weighs 1.25 pounds. All this stuff in it. The rest of the stuff that's in here, a lot of miscellaneous stuff. That's what I call my junk drawer. A light stick, almost weightless, very nice. If you get dunked in the lake and nothing's working right. Little bar of Zote soap, this is called. This is how I wash out my socks every day on the trail. Wash them out with a little bit of this soap and hang them up on my pack to dry. Waterproof storm matches. Make sure that you are keeping the strikers dry. The matches work just about anywhere, but the strikers have to stay dry. They're not strike anywhere. More on number 2, Doan bar. Little bit of weight, worth it in my opinion. Some braided mason twine. A Sharpie. And Adventure Medical Kit's 2-person emergency blanket. Definitely worth it. This goes in my pocket if I'm going away from camp to get water or whatever. Basically this and my headlamp and my SAK and a Bic lighter are in my pocket at all the time. There's some mouthwash, hydrogen peroxide. I have sensitive teeth. I find that if I rinse out with this every once in a while, it really helps things. My teeth stay feeling good. And then here, this is some zinc powder, basically caldacine type powder. I use this for underarm deodorant, feet, if I have a rash. Works nicely. Makes things smell decent. So that's my whole gear. We've now gone over sleep, shelter, clothes, cook, food, water, miscellaneous, rain gear, and my pack is a Go Light Jam 50 TC net. Thanks for watching.